It is, what is it, January 4th today? Something like that? Oh shit, it's the 6th already. So we're a couple weeks since I competed. Been focusing on this, this off season. I'm going to be working on bringing up my back, bringing up my legs. Been working with Eric Seaford, who was recommended to me from Ben Pekulski, on helping me with my mechanics, helping me with some of my injuries, and that's been amazing. So super excited about that. I'm learning lots. Like I just squatted for the first time in like 15 years last week. I've done it twice now. It feels amazing. Eric helped me with that. Something I never thought I could do because of my herniated disc. But with proper execution, surprised. I was very surprised, very shocked. So that's exciting. Training's going well. My strength is increasing. My calories are increasing. I'm around 4,500 calories now per day. It's been a little bit challenging since the show, like staying on course, because like we had the holidays, we had New Year's, so there's been a little more snacking than I would like to. But now that New Year's is done and Christmas is done, I can be a little bit more strategic with my meals. Today we're training with BHUWAN. BHUWAN's here for the week. Client of mine that I help in the off season. So we've been going over like each body part, and I've been trying to stick to movements that he can do at his gym. So, I'm trying to like take a look at his exercise execution and, just make sure everything's efficient. So when he goes back home, he can apply these techniques to his training. There's no point in me showing him some crazy cool machine we have here at Pure Muscle and Fitness because he can't do it back at home. So we're gonna start today. Today's gonna be chest, and we're gonna do a couple arm exercises. We're gonna maybe do 2 bicep exercises, 2 tricep exercises. I already had my pre-HD Ultra today, and I mixed that with 5 grams of crepe here, a little bit of Redmond Real Salt, and 25 grams of Carb HD. And then during my workout, I'm just going to be drinking the Intra HD, which I have here. As I progress in this off season, I will probably start adding intra workout carbs from Carb HD. But right now, I'm adding calories very slowly. Let's get after this workout.
This is Ascension. Lift up to a new dimension. This is Ascension.
So again, BHUWAN, we're doing chest. I always like to warm up rotators, external rotation, whether you use a band, a plate.
Kind of like,
I like to always use the body weight though, just add resistance. Like this sort of style, just to get it firing, I also warm up my triceps usually with a band. Just to get blood in them before we move on to presses, just have the elbows nice and warm. And I feel like the resistance from bands warms up the tendons and the muscles a lot more efficiently than weight. I find that, at least myself. So if you're holding wide, so when you're in this position, it's already stretching your biceps and your shoulders. And then go around, and it'll come through your biceps, forearms, come around the body, rotate through shoulders, and then back. You're pushing back towards you. It's a great warm up whenever training chest, shoulders. I do them every morning. So it's stretching the bicep, it's harder than it looks.
It's hard.
You rotate, all the way around. And then you should feel stretch through here, through biceps, and then rotate back. Big semicircle. Come all the way around. So warm up all this, open all this up. Right now you should feel through here.
In my biceps and shoulders.
And then right back around. Yeah, you do 5 or 10 of those, that's gonna warm everything up nice. Good. So when I do chest, I always warm up like with a fly just to get my chest activated and try and take my shoulders out of it. So the first thing that you want to think about when you're doing a fly motion though, a lot of people will grab it and they'll just think of point A to point B, so they muscle it. They kind of use their shoulder and they wrap it around. So the first thing that moves when you're in this position, the first thing that moves we're thinking about is pec drive, right? We're not thinking about coming around. You're thinking about, I need to lead with the pec. So you're pulling with the pec. The first thing we're initiating is here, and then pec is bringing us around. Just developing that mind muscle where it's like, no, the pec is doing the work. Then I like to come around, and I come here, I'll hold it for a 1-2. No matter how heavy I'm going,
Yeah.
so much
Always
control.
pause at the contracted stage.
1,
Yeah.
2. So you might find like doing a little bit of arc puts more pressure on your
Yeah.
chest. You might find that no, you
Correct.
need to be here.
Yeah.
So you got to find what works with your body. So remember, the first part that's moving is through here. Yes, wrap it around, squeeze. Good. Perfect. That's great. We're letting all this open up in a big stretch, activating the pecs. Good. It's all about the execution. The weight is just a tool. Squeeze. Good job. Right, we're just using the weight
Yeah. Just
to get the job done.
the job done.
Right? It's like we're not using the
Is it-
weight as a point of reference. Like, oh, I have to do this much weight to
Yeah.
stimulate muscle.
Yeah.
It's like as you see me go up,
Yeah.
no matter how heavy I go here, my form will probably look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I'll probably still be doing 10 to 12 reps. It's like I
It's all
don't.
about like, yeah, just
you
keep
know?
the same tempo, keep the same.
Yeah. It's like so like when
Yeah.
someone says heavy, it's all relative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go heavy here,
Yeah.
but I do heavy for 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Same fucking reps I did
Yeah.
when I did my warm up
Yeah.
for 10 to 12.
That's exactly what I've been doing for the last, what, a year and a half?
yeah.
Like, we did back the other day. No matter how heavy my dumbbell rows are,
Same
the
form.
same tempo,
Yeah.
same strict back.
Yeah, when you did 60 pounds or 120, it was
It's
the same.
So any exercise is like the exact same way. For chest, if I'm doing like a dumbbell press, no matter how heavy the weight is, the tempo has to stay the same. Obviously,
You know
it's
what?
harder.
I find it's like that for a lot of guys
Yeah.
with their strong, good body parts that are developed
Yeah.
and they're good at training.
That's
and then all of a
true.
sudden, they have a weak body part
Yeah.
and they train it differently. They think they got to go heavier,
Heavier.
And they're failing at 6 reps and
Yeah.
7 reps,
Yeah.
and the form's breaking
Yeah.
down.
Well, it's also,
Where it's like-
I also feel it's because everybody wants to compare their strength to like somebody else they're training with or somebody they see or
Yeah.
watch.
Oh, I saw a buddy, my
I
favorite
see
guy
somebody
do
doing,
this.
like, for example, I do a lot of videos on like leg press. I post a lot of videos and
strong
my legs
as
are like
shit.
super strong. And now everybody else is
tagging
trying
you.
to
They're all
me.
tagging
and,
you with a million plates.
and then they put the same weight on. And then I'm like, oh, that's like 1/8 of a rep. But what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
what's the point? Like, my form is so strict,
Yeah.
so slow.
Yeah.
But it's because it's not that I'm trying to show how much weight I'm
It
doing.
works for you and
It's for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's what is perfect.
I know.
So why do you want to copy that weight?
know.
And then again, like I feel a lot of guys who've trained for a couple of years, like I used to be the same, you train for like 2-3 years, and then you feel like you can stack the leg press and do the like your PRs on leg press, but what about squats? Your squats are still at what, 1.5, 2 plates? But isn't the whole point to like get stronger in every movement instead of just stacking the weight?
Yeah.
So I feel that, and then again, like if you're a beginner, how do you compare somebody who's been training 2 years to somebody who's been training 15 years?
Yeah.
Like how do you
Yeah.
think you'll match that
I
strength?
know, you can't. Everyone's in a rush, right?
Everyone's
they want
in
it,
a
they
rush.
want it like tomorrow.
Yeah.
You
Let's
know?
say you want
they
to
don't know that, hey, you've been doing this for 10, 12, some people 20 years.
Exactly. It's
right?
like, how do you compare that strength? So,
Yeah. Or anything, right? Even the results, right? People see their favorite men's physique guy
Yeah.
or bodybuilder,
Yeah.
and they just started a year ago, and they want that.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
they want it faster, right?
like you know that guy's been doing it. Like he just started getting recognition
Yeah.
for it,
Yeah.
or like people are noticing, but
Yeah.
he's been doing it for.
That's
like
what
me
they
with
don't see,
business,
right?
for example. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're great. How do you do this? You do that." I'm like, guys, you know I
been in the
struggled,
industry, yeah.
and like for
I
10
failed,
years I was
yeah.
eating shit sandwiches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like, yeah,
yeah.
you see now what we've built,
Yeah.
but like this is like
Gone through so many
started
trials
right out
and
of high
errors, yep.
school. Opened my first business when I was 19. I'm 34.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what they
so
don't
it's like
see,
it's
right?
15 years of
Yeah.
okay, the last 5 years, but there was 10 years of
Just failing,
straight
trial and
failure and
yeah.
learning, and you
Yeah.
know.
I feel
So-
it's also over time when you're like training a muscle group, you start realizing that it's more about the stimulation for your muscle, like how
Yeah.
you feel, versus just moving the weight.
Yeah, for bodybuilders, right?
That's it. And it
If you're,
takes
if you're
forever
a
to learn
power lifter, then
everybody
yeah,
that.
it's technique and it's moving point A to point B.
Yeah.
You know.
But don't you think like that's one thing I feel I try to convey to a lot of people. If you have that mindset from the first day that you step into the gym, you will be far bigger than any of the other guys who are at the Olympia or anything, because they also started with the same mindset that we would have
Yeah.
expected. But if you switch that mindset, you learn that from others, then your day one, you're already at prime about feeling.
Yeah,
Instead of
isolation, right? It's like
curling like a 40 pound on your first month.
Ben
curl
said it.
15.
Ben said it best. He was like, it's isolation
Yeah.
versus integration. So like as bodybuilders, we're trying to isolate a muscle.
Yeah.
As a powerlifter or something, you're integrating like the whole movement, trying to create as much power, as much
Yeah.
strength, using as many muscles through that range of motion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As bodybuilders, we're more so trying to isolate
Each muscle
each
group.
muscle,
Yeah.
right? So
True.
It's just different, right?
Yeah, like most people are so concerned with splits, they forget that it's not the split that matters, but the execution and
Yes.
the feel of the
And that's what I tell you,
workout.
like, can I make you a split, or can you make me a split? And I'm like, listen, it's like, for me to make you a split, I have to see how you're training.
Exactly.
It's more about the execution of the
Exactly.
movements versus me telling you, hey, do a squat, do a bent row.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
if you're doing
yeah.
it wrong, it's
Exactly.
wasting your time. So like we were saying, I was saying with BHUWAN was like, you know, weight is just a tool to get the job done, and heavy is all relative. So it's like, even when I go heavy, I was explaining that like my form is the same as when I was doing my warm-up sets. And so sometimes I think people, you know, when they hear the word heavy, they think automatically, oh, that means I have to do 6 to 7 reps, and you know, their form is sacrificed. So even when I go heavy, here I'm gonna do the full stack on the pec deck, you'll notice my form is still the same as it was. You know, maybe my reps are gonna be not as many as 10 or 12, but the form is still gonna be strict. I'm not gonna throw my shoulders into it. I'm not gonna throw other momentum into it. Come on, let's work. That's it. Good job. Good job. It's good. It's good. I should be able to get 6. Come on. Yep. Another one. You got another one. Let's go. There you go.
That was good. That was like what, 7, 8?
9.
8, right? Yeah. Whenever I see
You're pretty good through here.
Yeah.
You know, it might make a bigger difference if the pecs were a little bigger through here, scooping out
The decline, right?
with the decline.
So that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. Like in 2019,
Yeah.
I started workouts with decline,
Yeah.
trying to build more of this. Because I feel if I get more of this, the chest automatically will look a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and then just really, I think, focusing on peak contraction and building
Like
through
in
the middle.
right? That's
Yeah.
what I feel. So like this
Yeah.
area, this
Yeah,
is what is not filling right now.
yeah, really coming across, because I mean, driving the chest right across and really getting that squeeze.
Using anything like and hammer strength or flat or like anything that goes from here.
Comes across,
it goes,
yeah.
right?
Like that looks really good right there. You're getting a lot through here. That's good. See how hard his pecs are working. That's great, man. Come on. Come on. That's really good. Good job. Yeah, it's good. Good recruitment there.
Yeah, that's like I feel like the angle that
really
works
good.
really good for my
Really good.
chest. Three, 4, easy. 5, come on, 3 more. 6. All in.
Wow. I got heavy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. Let's go. Come on. One more. You got it. Come on. Up. Good job. Heavy. Creeps up there, right?
Uh-huh.
Gets heavy there, right?
Yeah. Kind of big jump from 2 to 2.5. Yeah.
Find a motion where keep your shoulders sort of down.
Yeah.
And then just push down right through. And again, you're focusing on like right from here in the stretch position. We're initiating and pushing through the lower chest.
Okay.
Squeeze. Force, driving through the palms. Squeeze. Drop those elbows. Let it stretch across the pecs. Right there. Really let it open. Really let this open. Open. Squeeze. Good. Open. Yes. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so with this movement for triceps, this is like pretty much taking every like bad habit that people have for triceps. Because a lot of people, when they do triceps, they lean over it, they throw their shoulders into it, their sternal rotation's gone, they're in like this, they're pushing, they're using their pecs. So with this, you're standing up nice and tall, your shoulders are being driven down and they're on your sides, your biceps are facing in front of you. So biceps are in front of you, which is gonna cause your shoulder to be externally sort of rotated this way, right? So it's actually gonna be working the external rotation of your shoulders too, which is a plus. So, but the line of path is gonna be like this. So here, taken straight down. Here, straight down. Shoulders are being compressed down too. Staying nice and tall, and we're doing this. All right, I'll show you. So we're bringing to our sides, standing tall, externally rotated. No point in going up here, it's kind of a dead zone. I'd start right here, the movement. All the way back, squeeze through the long head. Spend time here too. It's where it's hard. Where it gets hard, really squeeze. There, squeeze hard through the long head. All the way back, back further, 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 right there, squeeze. Hold it when you get there. Hold, squeeze. Remember, nothing's moving but your forearms. All this is stable. Only thing moving is the forearms. Stay nice and tall. Push through here, good. Right through, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. When you kick it back extra far, you're gonna engage here, Do that extra far. All the way, all the way, yes. All the way, good. You're really focusing on getting a really hard contraction. Hold, squeeze. Squeeze. Really challenge it. Squeeze harder, harder. Squeeze harder. You got more squeeze. Couple cues when we're doing this. You never want to, when we're curling, you always want to be dumbbell, it's always a lever arm, right? So it's, you see where it is? The dumbbell's out here. You're never stacked. So when I'm here, there's no weight on it. When I'm here, there's tension on it. You know what I mean? So we always want to be aware of where that arm is. So it's like here, there's tension. If we're coming up and doing this,
no point in doing
nothing.
That,
With that pinky. All right, guys, so that's today's chest workout and a little bit of arms. BHUWAN's down today, so I just wanted to show him a little bit of technique with some arms because he's only here for 4 days, so we didn't get to fit an arm day in, so we're just doing a little bit of biceps, triceps today. Hope you guys enjoyed the workouts. Comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see If you guys want to see more training videos, more cooking videos, lifestyle, whatever you want to see, more podcasts, comment down below. Thank you for all your support. Until next time.